Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron. So as you can see by the title of the video, I am sharing 4 things that I think all women, really people in general, but this is a girl talk video, so obviously women, 4 things that I think all women should keep private in their lives. And I think now in the world of like social media, a lot of people share a lot of details about their life. Some things are revealed that probably should have just been kept private, or things that you really just should have kept to yourself. But a lot of people, they share a lot of private details about their lives to their thousands or millions of followers that it really wasn't any of their business, and they really just didn't need to know about it. Kind of like move in silence more, as people like to say. I think that's kind of getting lost in this generation because of social media, and because a lot of people feel the need to overexpose themselves on social media. Being a little bit more private in general, especially on social media, I think is very, very important. So before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so the first thing that I think all people should keep private, always keep private your biggest dreams and aspirations in life. So I think this one's like a really, really, really big one, probably like the biggest one on the list. Your biggest dreams and aspirations shouldn't be told to anyone, not unless it's like your significant other or your parents or something. If it's not that, then do not reveal that information to anybody. I think you should keep that to yourself. Really, the fact of the matter is that not everybody wants to see you succeed in life, and not everybody wants to see you do well. So when you go around telling everybody your biggest dream in life, what you hope to have in the future, the things that you're striving towards, and you tell everybody that, sometimes it can hinder you achieving your goals. There are people out there who they might smile in your face and act like they're supportive of you, but they're really like praying for you to fail. They're waiting for you to fail. Or sometimes people even make attempts to make sure that you fail because you told them what you're trying to do. So they'll try to sabotage you, which is really dramatic and kind of extreme, but there are people who do that. It's just better to keep your dreams and goals to yourself, work on them silently, so that whenever it does finally happen, you can just show everybody and just pop out on everybody and be like, whoa. And everybody's gonna be like, wow, I didn't even know that you were doing that. I didn't even know you were working on that. And that's better, because people don't need to know what you're doing every single second of every day. People don't need to know what goal you're working towards every day. People don't need to know what you're trying to do in 5 years, what you're trying to do in 10 years, or even what you're trying to do next month. Not everybody needs to know that information. And plus, sometimes when you tell people what your dreams are, sometimes people will try to project their negativity onto you, and they'll try to project their maybe bad experiences onto you. So maybe you'll tell someone your biggest dream or your biggest goal, and they'll say, oh no, that's not gonna happen, or no, you can't do that, or no, I tried to do that and it didn't work for me, so if you try to do it, it's not gonna work for you. Sometimes people will hear stuff like that, and then it'll like cloud their brain, and then it will make them start to doubt themselves and make them start to feel like they're not good enough, or that they can't achieve their goals, or that whatever dream that they have is unattainable because of what other people have said, because other people are trying to put doubt in their mind. And it may not even be on purpose. A lot of people project their feelings and opinions onto other people. It's just natural, people do that. And so that's why I just say it's just better just keep all of that to yourself, so that you don't have to hear other people's voices, you don't have to hear other people's opinions, and you can just keep whatever you feel about what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve, go based off that, and you're not going based off what other people say and what other people think. Okay, the second thing that I think all women should keep private is your next business move or business endeavor. This one's kind of like an add-on to number 1, but I believe in this one wholeheartedly. I think it's just always keep your next business move private, because I just think it's better to surprise people. I'm actually kind of big on doing this in my life. When I lost weight, that's not a business move, but when I started losing weight, I didn't tell anybody. Or even when I was starting to do my YouTube channel, only my mom knew about it. I didn't tell anybody that I was trying to do YouTube or that I was about to start a channel. Well, for me, I'm just naturally a more private person, and I like to surprise people about what I'm doing. So I don't like to talk about things that I'm doing. That's just how I am naturally. Even your friends, even your family, you don't have to tell them every single thing you're trying to do. You don't have to tell them if you're starting a new business. You don't have to tell them if you want to start a YouTube channel. You don't have to tell everybody that want to open up a new company. You don't have to tell everybody that. Kind of like what I said with the first one, like when you keep your business moves to yourself, the only thoughts and opinions that matter are yours. If you share it with everybody, then you're allowing everyone that you shared it with to give their thoughts and opinions. And those thoughts and opinions can sometimes be very negative and very disheartening, and it can make you doubt yourself and doubt your business plans. There may be people who are jealous that you might be wanting to start your own business, and they might be trying to talk you out of it because they don't want you to succeed. So when you keep it to yourself, when you keep it private, you don't have to worry about any of that. You can just worry about what you're trying to do and whether you like it or not. And you don't have to worry about if other people like it. And you don't have to worry about what other people have to say about it. Because even on social media, when you tell people what business thing you're trying to do, some people might try to steal your idea and copy it, and they might try to put it out before you do. And so they put it out before you do, and then you put your idea out, and then it looks like you're copying them when you're the one who had the original idea, but they got to it first because you shared it on social media for thousands of people to see. When I see people on social media like talk so deeply about what they plan to do next in their business, it's like, I can't, like, you're doing it all wrong. Like, you should keep that to yourself, keep that private, because, you know, some people might be trying to steal from you and take your idea and try to run with it. And again, that's kind of dramatic and extreme, but again, there are people who do that. So you got to be careful about who you reveal your business plans with, because not everybody is trying to support you and be there for you. And some people are two-faced. People try to steal from you and act like they didn't get the idea from you when they know they did. Third thing that I think all women should keep private is your relationship. So this one is really, really big. And I kind of touched on this in my unpopular opinions video that I just posted like 2 weeks ago. And I was talking about how this generation, people love to share every single detail about their relationship to social media, and nothing's private anymore. Nothing's like a mystery. It's just so out in the open. It's so like exposed for everyone to see. And like, that's okay if you want to do that, but I think it's way better to keep details about your relationship private, especially on social media. A lot of people do not understand that at all. People just feel the need to share every last detail. They feel the need to share every fight that they have, every time they get into an argument, every single thing that's good, every single thing that's bad, every time they disagree about something, it needs to be shared. Every single time they leave the house together, whether it's to the grocery store, whether it's to the club, or whether it's to a birthday party, they have to take a picture and they have to share it. Everybody needs to know what you're doing all times of the day. It's like people these days just reveal every single detail about their relationship, and I feel like it's way better to stay private about your relationship, because the more private you are about your relationship, less opinions that you have about your relationship. A relationship is between two people. It's not between the two of you and all of your followers on Instagram. Two people that matter in the relationship is you and the other person. Other people's thoughts and what other people have to say, other people's advice. I'm not gonna say other people's advice doesn't matter, but sometimes people, again, they project. So they'll try to tell you like, oh, me and my boyfriend did this, or me and so-and-so did this. So if we did this, then you shouldn't do that, because if you do this, then you're gonna break up like me and my person did. Everybody's relationship works differently, and then you have too many opinions clouding your relationship. When other people's opinions don't matter, it's just the two of you that matter. When you're private, people don't know about the downtime that you have in your relationship. You can just keep that between you and your person. Some people maybe want to see the down parts, not to like revel in it, but to feel like they have someone to relate to. So they feel like, oh, me and my person went through this and they're going through it too, so we're not alone. I get that. I understand that some people need that. But some people take it to the extreme and they just expose every single part about their relationship, about their marriage, about their family life. And it's like some things just are better kept private. When you let in so many people into your relationship, it just clouds things, and it's no longer about the two of you, it's about what everybody else says and what everybody else thinks. I feel like it's just better to like let people wonder about you guys. Like, maybe people don't know if we're together or not. Like, the only people that know if you're together or not is you and the person. Everybody else is irrelevant. Like, you two know that you're together, so if other people do or don't know, that doesn't really matter. Also, there are people on social media following your person. They're just waiting for you guys to break up. They're just waiting for you guys to have an argument so that they can like slide in their DMs, or they could like try them, whatever, try to get with them behind your back. And they know you guys just broke up, or they know you guys just had an argument because you posted all over social media. That leaves that little, I won't say it leaves an opening, but sometimes it could leave an opening if you with someone who's weak, who could easily fall prey to something like that. It leaves an opening for them to like wiggle their way into your relationship. Your relationship is not private. You just cause more drama and cause way more problems than you needed in the first place. Just look at like Jay-Z and Beyonce, for example. Like, their relationship is super private. Like, they've only done like 2 interviews together in the whole 20 years that they've been together. Yeah, they don't even talk about each other much, and we barely ever see like family photos of like all of them together. We don't even know for real like how they met. For real, for real, for real. Like, that's how private they are, and they've been together for 20 years. I admire how private they are and just how like they keep it between each other. They don't care to expose their relationship to all of us, because it's not about all of us, it's just about them two, because they're the two that are in the relationship. Fourth and last thing that I think all women should keep private is how much money they have. So this one might seem kind of like duh, obvious. I think it's more men who need help with this one than women, but there are some women out there who they need help with this one, and it's really, really crucial. Never tell anybody, not unless it's your husband or your wife, do not tell anybody how much money you have, ever. Not even your family, because they don't need to know. Sometimes I see people on social media talking about, oh, I made this much on this, or I made this much doing this, and it's like, do not tell anybody how much money you have or how much money you made from whatever. I talked about this in my grind culture, flex culture video. Like, a lot of people these days, they just really feel the deep urge, show off all their purses and show off how much money they have in their wallet, to show off all their designer clothes and all those things. And you may not be necessarily saying how much money you make, but you're inadvertently saying how much money you make. Some of the stuff is fake, some of the stuff is rented, it's not real. But then there are other times you see the people who do have the designer clothes and all the purses, it's because they actually bought it because they actually have a lot of money. You're just opening yourself up for people to start asking for money, start asking you to help them with this, help them with that. People are taking advantage of you. Even some family members, like I've heard rappers say that like whenever they finally got money, they had like family start begging and pleading for money, or family members trying to steal money from them, and it's ridiculous. And I feel like it's just better to keep that as a mystery as well. People don't need to know that you have money. Like, what difference does that make? If you're the type of person who's kind of materialistic, you want to buy all the designer purses and all the designer shoes, and you want to buy the 10 million cars, and you want to buy a $30 million house, like, you can do that. But I wouldn't say you post it on social media though. You're kind of just setting yourself up if you do that. I think how much money you make, how much money you earn, how much money you make a year, you should be like extremely tight-lipped about that. Don't tell anybody that. Now, unless it's your husband or your wife or your accountant or someone who handles your money, whatever. If it's not those people, do not ever reveal that information. The more people that know that you have a lot of money, the more people can try to take things from you or take advantage of you, take advantage of your kindness, and take advantage of how much money you have. So I think the 4 major things that all women should keep private about in life is their dreams, aspirations, their next business move, their relationship, or even sometimes relationship status, how much money they have. I think those are like the biggest, most crucial things that we all should just be like really hush hush about, and we don't have to expose that to so many people, and we just really keep those to ourselves, because those things really, honestly and truly, is nobody's business besides yours, and nobody needs to know about that. Nobody needs to know what your biggest goal in life is. Nobody needs to know what your next business plan is. Nobody needs to know about the ins and outs of your relationship. Nobody needs to know how much money you make. Keep those to yourself. The more people that you let in on that information, I think that's just detrimental, and you're just exposing your life to too many people. Especially if you expose those things about your life on social media, then it's really bad. Like, you're way too overexposed. I'd say you're just letting way too many other people's opinions and thoughts seep into your personal life. People who probably don't even know you. People whose opinions who probably really don't even matter at the end of the day. I think if you keep those 4 things private, you can definitely live a much more harmonious and much more peaceful life. So that's it in my video. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2 to this video. And let me know down below, like, what are some of the things that you kind of like to keep private in your life that I didn't mention in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on post notifications so you know whenever I post a new video. I love you so much if you made it to the end of this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.